Right, yes, sir. Happens.
Are you comfortable?
Yes.
What a piece, sir. I know
Thank you.
how hard you've worked.
तुम्ही बरोबर बसले.
Yes.
We can take a moment, you can chill, you can have your breath, you can catch your breath, and then we
Yeah,
can do
sure.
it.
Is the attire okay?
It's good.
ये इसको लौटा के आएगा कोई, ये मैं वहाँ से prop है ये. Can please return it to
Sure,
the
sure. I'll get it done. ठीक है फिर आराम से भी कोई जल्दी नहीं है. We want to know your story of how you ended up being here.
Yeah, so basically I was brought up in a chawl, and that gave me a lot of community feeling because in India the chawls are disappearing now. And the old chawls, I was brought up in a chawl, so it was a very mixed locality. And one good thing about Mumbai is that you get experiences of a diverse set of people.
I relate to you because I still live in a chawl. Yeah. You're talking about the chawls that are like, you know, this like
Yeah, different setups रहते हैं.
Yeah, I live in a chawl that's, you know, the straight gullies go in, the passages you have to figure out your way out. Maybe that's why my navigation is so good.
मी मुंबईमध्ये राहते.
अच्छा. कुठे मुंबईमध्ये?
पहिला मी माझा जन्म सायनला झाला.
सायन.
सायन माझं लग्न मी सायनला झाला माझा जन्म. मग नंतर मी माझ्या आई वडील गेले.
अच्छा.
मी नाशिकचा आहे, बट मेन नाशिकमध्ये मी लासलगावचा आहे.
असं तिकडे तुझं हे कसं होतं लाईक एज्युकेशन वाईज?
सो मी 6th स्टेट बोर्डमध्ये होतो तिकडे लासलगावमध्येच. देन आय स्विच टू ICSE इन 7th येवल्यामध्ये. सो मग मी 7th स्विच केलं अँड देन आय स्टार्टेड कोडिंग अँड ऑल. मला तिकडून तसं इंजिनिअरिंगचं म्हणजे लाईक कोडिंग वगैरेचा इंटरेस्ट डेव्हलप झाला, कारण की ICSE मध्ये मला कोडिंग वगैरे चालू झालं होतं.
What are your struggles that you have faced?
It's about making friends. Yeah.
So how do you feel now? Do you think you have made enough friends? Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have friends now?
Yeah.
What were the problems you were having earlier?
Problems earlier was making friends and conversation.
Do you think people don't want to talk to you?
No, I think so. Yeah.
Why? What made you think that way?
Because they would then, if they were interested in my talk, then they would ask questions.
And you think like if people don't ask questions, they don't want to talk?
Yeah, matlab they're not interested.
Okay.
I was not like other kids. Maybe if I remember right, I was not like other kids. So I never took a very active interest in bikes or cars. They're supposed to be the boys' toys, and I was more interested in the passive arts, humanities. So I ended up taking arts after my 10th, and to the great dismay of my father, who was an engineer, and like any good father, he wanted his son to become an engineer. And that's why I relate to Three Idiots, the film Three Idiots, because it is a household story in these parts, that your parents want you to become something and your desire is to become something else. So I had a big fight. Not a big fight, but I had a lot of arguments, and he was never happy that I took up arts. And then when I took up arts, I used to love languages, and I used to love to read. So I took up English literature. Again, I was criticized because literature was not supposed to be a man's domain. Arts was not supposed to be somewhere where men would go or boys would go. It was supposed to be girls, women's. So it was arts by choice and literature by choice. And the reason I took up literature was I loved reading, and literature exposes you to a world that is not your own. I'm different because people can't understand me now. What is this problem? Why is he behaving like this?
Do you know why you're behaving like that?
Yes, because nobody wants to listen to me.
क्राइसिस, हाँ वो तो होते हैं, सबके लाइफ में होते हैं. हाँ मेरे JW एक टाइम बहुत होते हैं. JW लेने को तो हो गया, अभी ये हो गया, अब क्या ही होगा अभी बुरा इससे.
तो मतलब JW के टाइम ऐसा क्या हो गया था कि
नहीं भाई, JW तो JW है ना.
क्लियर नहीं हो पाया.
हाँ नहीं हो पाया भाई.
चलता है यार, इट्स फाइन.
हाँ वही.
तो
हाँ,
हाउ डू यू फील अबाउट दैट?
हाँ ठीक है, अभी हो गया, क्या ही कर सकते हैं.
You did try.
हाँ I did try my best, like.
So you won't say कि यार मैंने अपना फुल नहीं दे पाया.
Actually नहीं दिया मैंने फुल, बट दे सकता था मैं, लेकिन ठीक है. ये इंटरव्यू मेरे पेरेंट्स तक नहीं पहुंचना चाहिए.
पेरेंट्स को पता नहीं, पर क्लास के हर एक बंदे को तो पहुंचेगा. have there been instances as such, if you're comfortable with sharing, that you have really struggled a lot? It could be anything that's been there in your life and you would wish, you would give the specific advice to the person who would deal with the same kind of struggle.
आता काय बोलणार आता तुम्हाला चांगल्याच गोष्टी सांगणार ना मी.
See, I don't think I'm eligible to give anyone like advice on study and all. But I think like just don't make enemies and like enjoy however you can. Like that's what I think.
An advice that I can give is do not be afraid of struggles and take them head on. Take the challenges head on. Deal with the situation head on. And there is always a solution. There is always a solution. Nothing can not be talked about by sitting across a table.
Other than rules, they don't listen. If somebody tells that when you climb a mountain, don't go there, people will still go there to show that nothing will happen. And that's why they lose their life.
Could you please tell us your name and what do you do in this college?
My name is Prithvi Kapoor. I study in Atharva College, FY BFT NMP first year.
So I'm Shransulkar and I'm from NFT Department Engineering.
अश्विनी आत्मगर.
आणि तुम्ही काय करता?
मी आता या अथर्वमध्ये स्वीपरचं काम करते, साफसफाई.
Please tell us your name.
Hello, I'm Saurabh Deshpande.
And what do you do?
And I'm an assistant professor at Atharva Institute of Film and Television, or AIFT for short.
As we see, do we actually know the people that we are around?
I think we do, but not completely. So the best thing we can do is help each other out.
Our goal with this project was to make sure that the voices of those who are often unheard can be heard. We just need to realize that to work as a community, we need to love each other and make sure that there is compassion, and love eventually breaks all the boundaries.
You know what they say, रात कितनी भी अंधेरी हो, सुबह होती ज़रूर है.
Thank you so much. This is a symbol of eternal love. And a rose is offered in a lot of holy places also. So it's an eternal flower, and Shakespeare had a lot to say about this.
Like to hear more?
He said a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
Is it sweet?
It smells really wonderful. So I would prefer to call a rose. And thank you for this rose. So Shakespeare was fascinated. And there's a beautiful paragraph. It's a hatke paragraphs in Sherlock Holmes की जो कहानियाँ हैं. There is one complete paragraph that Sherlock Holmes dedicates to the beauty of the rose. He's in some problem, and then he sees a rose and philosophizes on it. And I'll send you some of it. I'll send you that paragraph because you reminded me of that paragraph. Thank you so much, Kabir, for having me here. Thank you so much for your team for giving me this experience. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.